Welcome back, and welcome back. Today, we shall discuss how to thoroughly wash behind your ears in the shower and what to do after you get out the shower for behind your ears and what to do after your shower for what to do. But anywho, that what we finna discuss. It seems we are not done with the chatting about that in the shower. So, a vital part. I don't know how long this is going to be. Might not be very long at all. We shall see. So, I'd like to think that I would like to go over the basics of at least how I like to do my shower routines. I like to follow a very simple structure of top notes, middle notes. Wait, reverse. We need some H2O for that to refresh. The way I structure my shower routines, and I have a full, more in-depth, very detailed video on that, is exactly how perfumers and how perfume artists like to structure their notes of perfume. And that's always been the standard for as long as perfumes I know of to be out and to be operating that way. Base notes are the first few notes they put in, and they let it do what it's doing, and then they go ahead and put the middle notes in there, and then they put them top notes in there, and that's usually the top notes is what you usually smell first. My replication of that, thank God, credit to the almighty God, my base notes of my shower routine: feminine hygiene, body wash, which you bathe with, bars of soap, body scrubs, like, they real thickums, like Tree Hut. Middle notes are body lotions, body creams, body oils, perfume oils, alcohol-free and full of alcohol perfume oils. Top notes are fragrances. You go ahead and you spray them on. You get yourself together. You put on them fine perfumes like Valentino, Born in Roma. Wait a minute. I wanted to talk about Valentino, Born in Roma, and this went to smelling like crystallized honey. Crystallized honey is smell a little bit different than fresh honey. Got extra sweetness to it. Y'all notice that? That's what I felt like was coming from this. This is Honey Mist from Victoria. Don't tell nobody. Secret. Anywho, we're talking about washing behind the ears thoroughly. This is an area in which people often forget to wash, myself included. So you have to remember that if you're not washing your hair, or if you have recently washed your hair, to first tie this hair, whatever you got going on about this hair, mama, get this hair out the way. Twist it up, put it in a bonnet, put it in a turban, a hair towel. They got all kind of methods and ways for you to tuck this hair away. Please tuck the hair away. That is the first rule of thumb. When you want to get it behind these ears and cut it. That's the first thing you want to do. See how it's just nice, with the exception of that little strand out there sticking out and trying to get attention, that little strand. Okay, now you have it off your face, off your forehead, and behind your ears if possible. Shower cap on top of the bonnet. That's really a secure way to do it. When you are done with your feminine hygiene, I suggest wash it behind the ears directly after doing your feminine hygiene. What is that feminine wash? You've taken care of your lady parts. For gentlemen, for y'all equipment. Okay. All right. Anywho, get yourself a bar soap, lather that up really, really well. You want to get that washcloth hot and soaked before you start lathering that with the bar soap. If you have a scrub, I'd be careful putting scrub behind the ear. Why? First of all, you don't want scrub in your hair, especially if you're using something like Tree Hut, which they use pure sugar for. Because sugar has a tendency that if you don't clean it up and it dries up somewhere, the ants are going to show up the next morning, or maybe as you sleeping, marching one by one, hoorah, hoorah. And they're going to greet you the next morning. Well, hola, ¿cómo estás? Bonjour. You left the sugar here last night when you showered. First of all, we're not having that conversation. Second of all, rinse that shower. First of all, see what I did there? Make sure you do that. I would not use a traditional body scrub behind your ears. Number one, much too abrasive, whether it's Tree Hut or not. Secondly, I would use a facial one, because the skin, believe it or not, the skin behind your ears and just your ears, period, are very, very delicate. So for a delicate area, use the facial scrub. Tree Hut just happens to have, thank God I thought about that, they just happen to have facial scrubs that are scented, like blueberry and banana and oat. That won't sound like you can eat it. Please don't do that. Unless you make it one full of all food and edible ingredients, then that's different. But why would you want to eat your all edible scrub? Ew. Anywho, facial scrub behind the ears. This the time to use it, and tuck that in the shower caddy and do that behind the ears. That's a very delicate area. Don't go in with something so abrasive like the big jug, like the big jar for the rest of your body. If you're not exfoliating, which I encourage you to do, your earlobes, make sure you do that. Facial scrub. This is an area where most have their ears pierced or not. Also is where, if you've ever gone through puberty, or just you haven't, or it's gone away and you get the occasional ear pimples, those are no joke. Hear me well. Scrub, scrub, scrub. If you've already done that, or you don't care to do that, you can skip that portion, this step of the process. Go straight to body wash or bar soap. Bar soap is better because that allows you to further navigate and customize the control of where the soap goes, just so it don't go in your ear. Cool. So you ever had soap or water accidentally go in your ear? You don't want that. You want to make sure you're lathering up. Bar soap is the best thing to start with until you get used to body washes, which tend to be a bit more runnier, and you run the risk of it going in your ear. So bar soaps are the best thing to wash behind your ears with, wash in the crevices of the ear with, and here too. Just make sure when you have that rag that's hot, hot, soapy, it's a bar soap only. I'm envisioning Dove's OG original, nearly scentless, the plain original soap for Dove. Get that with a hot plush washcloth. Lather that up real good. Get in them crevices. Start behind the ear and then get in them crevices and in here. You'll be surprised how much dirt and how much earwax and how much anything, and even your ear, even around the earlobes, how much skin can peel off, or how rough it can look, or just how uneven it looks. And you go to wash it with a washcloth, with that hot washcloth full of that bar soap, with that OG Dove, and you're like, my skin wasn't discolorated. You just didn't wash your ears behind them, or in them, or in the crevices of your ears. And that's all it takes. That's it. I would go over your neck, but I already have a video on how to thoroughly wash your neck. Okay. Drying it off, use a separate towel. I would suggest drying off your ears before you dry off the rest of your body. instead of exchange it the other way, because you have no idea from drying your nether regions in your butt part or whatever, um, all your equipment the Lord blessed you with, and then coming back to your ears, because you could run the risk of breakouts, or you have to go to see what's the name of the doctors for ears. You don't want that. Draw off the ears first. Draw off the face first. Draw off the neck, the top half of the body. Start from the head downward, head to the top of your head, to the soles of your feet. Do that once you're officially done showering. Any lotion for behind the ears, I would suggest, because ears tend to get, if your ears tend to get sweaty, I'll shape it and fashion it that way. Use those body creams I mentioned. They have the dry body creams. They have a drier type of application. Get about this much, a pea size amount, maybe a chickpea. You ever seen the size of a typical chickpea? That much. Put that behind the ears. Put this in here. And you want to do it with one finger at a time. Get yourself a really good body oil, scented. You'd be surprised the amount of projection of a fragrance from you massaging a light few drops of body oil around the ears, or really good smelling body cream that's not greasy. You don't want it greasy. You don't want it too much of oil base. Actually, not at all. Because again, just like with you washing your ears with that hot, plush, soft washcloth and that original Dove soap, you also don't want to run the risk moisturizing your ears with body oil, body cream, of using something greasy instead of it going in your ear either. And then for the finish, well, actually, we're not finished. For a preventative measure, I would suggest on thoroughly washing behind your ears to thoroughly wash in your ears and have yourself some really good Q-tips. You could do that before you wash behind your ears and in the crevices, but I definitely suggest doing it afterwards and on a regular basis if you don't already. And just let that dry. Now, if you're scared the body cream to get in your ears, go with a few drops. Get you a droplet bottle in case the body oil or perfume oil doesn't come in a droplet type of bottle. They have these stationary bottles at the most affordable place. It's just called the the $1.25 tree now, you know. Why did y'all do that, Dollar Tree? Why did y'all do that? I'll never understand. Let me take that back. I do. We just don't like it. They have stationary bottles, empty lotion bottles. They're travel toiletry bottles. It's called something of the sort. And then you do that. And then take a couple drops. Nothing like a good earlobe massage. Get in those crevices. You can use a Q-tip, dip it in the oil, and do that too. You get a whole lot of dirt out of the crevices of your ear that way, especially if what you did with your washcloth didn't pick up anything either. Excellent thing to do. Now, I didn't think that this would be that long, but I can tell you this. If you would like to see more videos like this where I'm going over basic hygiene tips, then on either side, top or bottom, I'm going to link you to that playlist and include this, and it's in that same playlist as well for your enjoyment. Wash behind your ears and in your ears and in the crevices, and then know what to do after and knowing what to do when you start to finish. And regularly cleaning them is very important because no one likes earwax or ear crust in or around their ears. And if you exfoliate, use facial scrub instead of the regular body scrub. The regular body scrub is much too abrasive and much too harsh. Not a dermatologist here, just saying from experience, to put on your ears. Very delicate area, so just like you use facial scrub on your face, on your ears as well. I suggest on your neck, all these delicate areas, neck, face, ears, lips has its own scrub. Until next time, and hello, your girl Noel. I'm going to put this up on the channel so you can rewind it back and watch it back all the way through if you'd like. Until next time, for real this time. Love you.